Here we have a tank full of guppies. They come in all shapes and sizes and colors, and they all produce waste in the form of pee and poop, which is a good fertilizer for growing plants. In this particular instance, we're going to be growing some tomatoes to feed back to the guppies. This is the roots of the tomatoes, and as you can see, we've got a good strong plant here. This particular variety is known as the Tiny Tim cherry tomato, and the ripe ones are going to be fed back to the fish. The fish, unfortunately for them, can't digest the seeds or the skin. So we're going to remove the seeds and we'll get back to the skin in a little while. The seeds we're going to keep, and we're going to dry them out on a paper towel, and we're going to use them in the future to start a new crop of tomatoes. We take the flesh and the rest of the tomato and we strap it to a rock with a piece of an elastic band, and this is going to go into the fish tank for the fish to enjoy, hopefully. What the fish seem to do is they have a feeding frenzy when they get after this. I have not starved the fish for this movie. This is how they react. I normally feed my guppies 2 to 3 times a day on flake food and some pellets, and occasionally they get the tomato as a treat. This kind of feeding frenzy is usually not associated with guppies and small fish. It's more associated with sharks and piranhas, I guess. But they seem to be munching down on this tomato and enjoying it. After the feast is done, what we have to do then is to remove the skin which is left, because like I said, the fish can't digest it. The seeds which we'd saved from the tomato have been dried out on a piece of paper toweling, and we're going to put them into rock wool as a growing medium to start them growing again. This rock wool block is too big for one seed, so we just cut it in half. We then take our trusty toothpick and poke a hole into the rock wool, making it big enough for the seed to fit in. We put the toothpick in some water, just a dab, so it makes the seed easier to pick up. The seed is then put into the hole in the rock wool, and the rock wool, which is a good growing medium, goes into a mesh pot. Both rock wool and mesh pots are available online or at your local garden centre. The seed and pot then go into the fish tank, and after about 2 weeks you have new seedlings to start your new crop. The mesh pots are in the tank with just the base of the pot touching the top of the water. As you can see, the roots grow down into the water with the guppies. The plants grow obviously upwards, and as they grow we put clay balls or clay pebbles around them just to stop the plants from falling over. It's nothing to do with the growing process, it's just a support. And that's all there is to it.